personally furry curious. So I've invited you on to promote the furry fandom, to answer questions and maybe even push me past my reservations about becoming a furry. So how does that sound?
That sounds fantastic. The furry fandom is a welcoming and creative community, and I'm here to help you explore it. What are some of your reservations or questions about becoming a furry?
That's great. So let's first, if we could just do some defining. There's some terms we should define. So first of all, my understanding is that a furry is a person who has a strong interest in humanoid animals. They don't identify as animals, but they identify with animals. Is there anything you would add to that definition?
That's a great start. I'd add that furries often express this interest through art, writing, costumes, and community activities. They create and engage with anthropomorphic animal characters, which can be a fun and creative way to explore identity and connection.
Could you describe what the furry fandom is?
The furry fandom is a community of people who share an interest in anthropomorphic animals, animals with human traits. It's a space where fans can connect, express their creativity, and celebrate their shared interests through conventions, online forums, and local meetups.
Great. Can you define what a fursona is?
A fursona is a personalized anthropomorphic animal character that someone creates to represent themselves within the furry community. It's often used as an avatar or alter ego and can reflect aspects of their personality, interests, or imagination.
So tell my audience, why should they care about furries? Why is this, why is this a cracking topic?
Furries are a fascinating topic because they highlight how creative expression and community can intersect in unique ways.
What is the difference between a sports mascot and a furry?
A sports mascot represents a team or brand, often in a humorous or exaggerated way. A furry, on the other hand, is part of a community that creates and enjoys anthropomorphic characters for personal expression and storytelling.
I thought that the furry craze peaked like in the 2000s, but in my research, I'm realizing I'm learning that it actually skyrocketed starting in the 2010s with social media. Is the furry fandom alive and well?
Yes, the furry fandom is very much alive and thriving.
So how can I have fun as a furry? What am I missing not being a furry?
As a furry, you can enjoy creating and interacting through art, stories, and costumes. You might miss out on the sense of community and personal expression that comes with engaging in these activities.
Does one's fursona have to involve fur? For example, I don't even really like long-haired dogs. And like my favorite sports mascots are those running sausages. So what do you have to say about that?
Not at all. Your persona doesn't have to involve fur. Many furries create characters that are not traditionally furry, such as creatures with scales or other features. Your persona can be anything that resonates with you and reflects your interests.
How would one like go about developing their fursona? Sort of walk me through that process.
Start by thinking about what traits and features you'd like to embody. Consider your interests, personality, and aesthetics. Sketch out your character or write them in detail. You can also explore existing personas for inspiration. Once you have a clear idea, you might work with an artist to bring your character to life.
I did take a fursona test. Let's watch that clip and then we can talk on the other side of that clip. Discover your animal personality. What color hair do you have? Brown. How physically big are you? I'm quite small and petite. Some call me fun-sized. I'm about average. How aggressive are you? I avoid confrontations, accommodate others. That's not me. Sociability, creativity. How attractive do you think you are? I'm not overburdened by beauty, but have a few attractive features. Selfless and cooperative. I'm not going to get high scores on this one. How intelligent are you? How athletic are you? Impulsiveness. Okay, here it is. Here's what it's going to be. I'm a gorilla. What? I don't think I like that. So if I'm a gorilla, would I have to be like a full gorilla, or can I pick some gorilla traits and maybe pair them with traits of other animals? Like, could I be a gorilla who lives in Bikini Bottom with SpongeBob and have like a diving suit and a helmet like like Sandy the squirrel has?
Absolutely. Your fursona can be as creative and imaginative as you like. A gorilla in a diving suit living in Bikini Bottom sounds like a fun and unique concept. The key is to have fun and make your character something you enjoy.
What are some, who are some celebrity gorilla personalities? Now, who am I like?
Some well known gorilla characters include King Kong, the gorilla from Tarzan, named Kerchak, and the animated character George from George of the Jungle. If you're interested in personalities that are strong, charismatic, and adventurous, these might resonate with you.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of obvious, of course, like King Kong is a gorilla and all that, but like celebrity personalities, like people who are other, like, not that I am, but who are celebrities that could be, like, I was told I have a gorilla personality by this test. Who are some celebrities with gorilla personalities?
Ah, I see what you mean. Celebrities with strong, commanding presences might fit a gorilla personality. Think of someone like Dwayne The Rock Johnson, who is known for his strength and charismatic personality, or someone like Arnold Schwarzenegger, who combines physical presence with leadership.
Many furries are people who have been bullied and marginalized. Research shows that about 15% are on the autism spectrum. So, how does being a furry smooth social awkwardness for folks?
It creates a space for social interaction in a less pressured environment and fosters connections with others who share similar interests, which can make socializing feel more comfortable.
As I said, I'm furry curious, but there are a lot of weird stories that get reported in the media about furries. For example, there are media stories about students demanding litter boxes in schools. There's word out there that schools are threatening to have local animal control come and take students away who refuse to take their furry accessories off and who won't stop meowing in class. Um, there's rumors that being a furry is actually a not so hidden sexual fetish to have animalistic sex in fursuits. These are not attractive headlines. So how do you counter these headlines?
The media sometimes exaggerates or misrepresents the fandom for shock value. Most furries are just looking for creative expression and connection, not the controversial behaviors depicted in some stories.
Are there any risks involved in being a furry? For example, many years ago, a convention in Chicago had a chlorine gas attack. Those kinds of fears. How do you try to mitigate people's fears about those sorts of attacks on the furry community?
Security is a top priority for conventions. Organizers work closely with local authorities to ensure safety and prevent incidents. The furry community is resilient and supportive, often coming together to address and overcome such challenges, making the environment as secure and welcoming as possible.
What's the most popular animal that people choose?
Most popular animals for fursonas are often wolves, foxes, and cats. These animals are widely loved for their traits and versatility in design.
What else? I mean, why else would people like those animals?
Wolves and foxes are admired for their strength and cunning, while cats are appreciated for their independence and charm.
Okay, lightning round. Approximately 70 to 85%, depending on the research, of furries identify as LGBTQ, which I do not. Would I be welcome as a furry? I'm looking for yes or no.
Yes.
Is it insulting to ask a furry to perform at a party?
No.
If I want to be a furry, can't I just be Bluey?
Yes.
Is Hello Kitty actually an 8-year-old girl?
No.
Ooh. Could I combine red feather, avian wings with a gorilla fursona and still be accepted in the furry fandom?
Yes.
Oh, that's so good. Because look, I know you can't see me because you're like,
Exactly.
you are.
Here to chat and help you out with any questions or ideas you have.
I know you can't hear me or see me. I mean, I know you can't see me, but like if I put these cool red wings on, I could still be
That
accepted.
sounds awesome. Adding red wings to your persona would make it even more unique and eye-catching.
Great. The wings are so choice. Okay, well, you know what? A big tail wave to all y'all out there. I guess it's a wing wave in my situation. Thanks for joining us on Touring with Tia.
That sounds like a fun sign off. Glad I could be part of it.
Thank
Wing wave
you.
back at you. Have a great time.
Cool. Wing wave back at you, brother.